hope you like the relatable aesthetic of my beautiful rigid auger here that I placed purposely. But let's get started. Today I want to talk about 1 year since I have left my 9-to-5 as a forensic economist, things that I've learned, things that I miss, and I wanted to briefly go over what has happened since then on June 10th when I had my last day at my desk job, and what I have done to work up to today. But I'm gonna save that for the second half of this video, so if you want to speed up to that or if you're interested in that, that'll be at the end. How it's been working for myself. Working for myself, I have definitely had really good discipline because I can set how long I want to work for myself. I don't have to worry about some California law saying I can't work more than 6 hours without a break. I can just continue working for somebody for 11 hours even and just finish the job for them and just take complete ownership of the work that I have performed. And that's something that I am just so grateful that I can do working for myself. How you solve conflicts, all these things. I don't have to follow some proven true policy or verbiage or speech that I have been forced to present or use because I work for myself. And if I feel like I fucked up here and I want to deduct the time that I invoiced the client to solve the issue, I can do that. Or if I want to take the piece that I fucked up on and take it home and fix it on my own time and bring it back, that's something that I can work out with the client. Everything that I do, I'm doing it for myself. So I want to do the best thing that I can to represent myself and my business. Certainly the stable income, I guess. I definitely don't have that stability now. If a client doesn't want to book me, or if I don't get jobs, it's just slow season, whatever, then my income will fluctuate with that. I kind of miss being able to plan ahead working for a 9-to-5 because you knew that you had to show up Monday through Friday. For me, it was 8:30 to 5:30. If I wanted to take a vacation, I could just tell my boss ahead of time and then I could take off those days. But if it was like a federal holiday, then I knew that I would be off because the courthouse would be off. So you could kind of plan ahead that way, which is something I guess I kind of miss, not really. I definitely can say that I have vastly improved since June 2019, and I have way more tools. I cannot believe how many tools I have. I have more knowledge of what to do and just creative ways to solve the problem, and just patience. Like if I'm snaking a drain, to not freak out if I feel like I can't get the cable out fast enough, or sometimes you have to take it apart and kind of understand how things work in order to fix it, in order to perform the job well. So that's something that I've developed over the course of the year. And another thing that I am getting comfortable with is just being upfront about declining new projects. If someone had asked me to build an obstacle course for their kids outside and that requires stabilizing one of the poles or all of the poles with concrete or something, that's something that I'm going to decline because I don't really do outdoor work and it's just not efficient for me to be the person that's mixing the concrete, pouring the concrete, and doing all of that when I hardly ever do that. Or, you know, some other similar example where I know that that's not something that I consistently want to do, so it's not worth it for me, at least right now, to try to get in that specific project and know how to do it and do it well. I'd rather spend more time getting better at furniture assembly and getting more apt at identifying what the next step would be and getting better and faster rather than commit myself to new projects, which I was doing before because most things were new. So I was just accepting anything and doing so much research, and it's taking so much time, and then just doing that one time for the first time and never again, and then another new thing for the first time one time and never again, and then never getting good at it.
You got scared? Huh? Why are you sitting so close to my foot? What is it?
Alright, so this portion is just gonna be me listing what I have done since I quit my job, my 9-to-5, on June 10th, 2019. I quit on a Friday because the following Monday was when summer session or summer semester at my local trade school started. So I took a construction and carpentry class in the morning from like about 8 to 11. It was like lab, you're building stuff on Mondays and Wednesdays, and then Tuesdays and Thursdays, which was like a joint component class. You have to take both, which was a lecture class where we watched Larry Hahn videos and did some homework on those, watched videos on YouTube about breaking ground. Evenings from Monday through Thursday, I took a plumbing class, which was like service and repair kind of plumbing. After trade school was over, I think the following week I was able to book a plumbing apprentice job, being part of a repiping project in LA. I quit that job and took a different job because while I was there, I got a call from a big rental property management company. So I was like, this is great. I'm gonna, learn everything that I want to learn. It was really, really corporate. I hated work. I didn't hate working there, but I definitely felt like my soul was dying towards the end working there, just like following this procedure and just feeling super small, and I never really fit in working there. And then from there I pretty much became full-time on TaskRabbit. Oh, I forgot to mention that during trade school I tried TaskRabbit for the first time, and I made a video about my first experience doing TaskRabbit furniture assembly for 25 bucks an hour. But then I kind of got off it once trade school started to get very overwhelming. Finals, a lot more learning. When I quit my desk job and knew I was going to go to trade school to learn handywoman skills, I knew that I would probably be out of a job and wouldn't be making money. So I had a lot saved in my bank account. I think it was like 16 grand. It was like my first time ever not working full time since like 15 years old. So definitely when I would come home after school, like during classes to walk the dogs or something, and I would see construction workers working or people like at their jobs working, I felt really not left out, but I just felt really lost. I was full-time on TaskRabbit by November, and I was waiting around for clients, and I guess because I hadn't been active on TaskRabbit for some time because I had worked for that rental property and then as a plumbing apprentice before that, I just wasn't getting booked for clients. And I think by that point there were a lot more taskers on there, so I had to really lower my rates. I think at that point I had to lower my furniture assembly rate to like 17 bucks an hour. And then I think like mid-November I met this general contractor who booked me for personal assistant, but I felt unhappy almost during my entire time working for him. And then quarantine happened, trade school became online. I briefly worked for him from my home, just like getting access to his accounts and stuff from my computer. A little bit of miscommunication happened, but I had been thinking about how I could quit for the longest time. So I kind of just took that opportunity, and it was like, I think it's time you get somebody else that could devote full-time hours to you, because I can't. And that time will never come for me. I will never give full-time hours to you, because from the get-go I said, this is my business. I want to be a handywoman. I'm growing it. So I've always been clear with him about that, so I don't really feel bad about just like quitting via text message like that. Once that was done, I put myself to be completely available on TaskRabbit, and during April, May was definitely really bad as far as getting booked for clients, because I feel like more people were scared of, bringing a stranger inside their homes, and it wasn't clear how the workers were supposed to really operate. And at this point now, almost all of my skills, which are plumbing, electrical, home repairs, furniture assembly, all of my rates are $50 or like $47 and up. So I'm happy with that. And when I close out the job with the client, I say, if you want to hire me directly, I'm just charging 50 bucks an hour, because I know that with me seeing about 50 bucks an hour through TaskRabbit, they they add their service charge of 15% more, and then they add like a training liability fee on top of that, which is another 10 or 15%, and so it's much cheaper to go through me. But I think people are hesitant about just hiring someone directly because they don't know if they're going to be paying taxes, it's going to be under the table. But I just make it clear I have a registered business, this is my business name, they can look it up if they want to, and that I'm just charging $50 an hour. Thank you so much for watching. I post videos twice a week, usually one like a talking head video, and then the second one about what I've done that week, like a vlog style, because those are the videos that I love to watch the most on YouTube. And subscribe if you'd like to. You just click on the little button that says subscribe on it, and then yeah.